Some people take photos, some spot trains, and some ride human-powered vehicles. The most familiar human-powered vehicle is, of course, the traditional bicycle. But you won't find many of them here at the Human Power Championships. That's because most of the competitors ride what are known as recumbent cycles. Recumbents have their own races because they're banned from conventional competition. If you ask people here why that is, they'd say it's because they're just too fast. Recumbents have never been mainstream, and they're not now. But while the bike industry is still suffering from the recession, the interest in recumbents is at an all-time high. Covered with a fairing or shell, recumbents can go about 30% faster than a normal bicycle. This shell doesn't look much, but it is very aerodynamic, and it covers the best-known bike designer in Britain. Mike Burrows is one of the world's top 3 recumbent designers, but he rose to fame when a bike he designed was ridden by Chris Boardman to an Olympic gold medal. The shape of that bike and the choice of materials were both based on Mike's years of experience designing streamlined, recumbent cycles.
The air, even though you can't feel it that much, is what slows you down on a bicycle. Now, in cycle racing, they have these rules that don't allow this complete shell, but what's left is that little thin bike. You can sort of streamline that quite well.
So the main thing you did was to just make it as aerodynamic as possible.
That's right. Reduce the air resistance, the weight a little bit, but that wasn't important.
What's the real attraction of these recumbents for you?
I think the design challenges that are still left there. Within regular cycle racing, there weren't many. Obviously, I managed to find one. But here, we don't know what's best. The regular bicycle is already very, very good. Here, we don't know what is the best. There's lots of options, 2 wheels, 3 wheels, laying on your back, laying on your stomach, with a fairing, without a fairing. There's lots of directions still to go in.
Thoughts like this sparked the setting up of a national competition, not for racing human-powered vehicles, but for designing them. It's aimed at the enthusiasts who ride recumbents and who very often design their own.
It's something that started with a clean sheet of paper. I did a cardboard model of myself and the wheels and put everything in position and designed a frame to couple the pieces together.
The seat is an old school chair. It's built out of parts of other bikes, cut up and welded back together where I wanted it.
Tomorrow, the design competition will be judged. It's open to any human-powered vehicle, but most designs are for recumbent cycles. And as one of the judges, Mike Burrows has a clear idea of what he'll be looking for.
I want to see that the designers understand what the problems are that they're trying to solve and explaining the solutions they come up with. I'm certainly not going to be looking for craftsmanship as such. A lot of people don't have access to workshops and machinery, so I don't expect the machines to be beautifully made. I'd like to see some innovation on the machines, but not necessarily. I mean, the best design is the simplest, but I'd very much like to see them understanding what the problems are, not just making something because it's pretty.